My name is the Adipose.
My name is the Clary Pose.
And this is Heyday.
And in this video we're going to be giving you some great tips and tricks on how to make the very most of your roadside shop.
So let's get making money.
Yeah, thank you. That sounded a bit scary.
And farming.
And farming.
And farming. So, what is the roadside shop actually used for? And in case you're not sure, your roadside shop is going to be this lovely little red and white thing at the bottom of your gate, and it'll come in about level 6 or 7, I think it is, somewhere around there. Now, this is used for making money predominantly. You will get no XP from using here. You know, all the items you sell here, you'll make loads of dosh, but you won't make any XP. And if you want to make XP, see our other videos. The other thing that this roadside shop is used for is clearing space. So first use is mainly cash, but let's say that your barn is getting really full.
Your barn is actually getting
my barn is getting full, or my silo is getting very full. One method of getting rid of items is, of course, selling them on the order board or selling them to the little people, but you're kind of waiting for the right person or the right order board here. But you can put any item you want in your roadside store. So when you're desperate for space, use that roadside store to create space in your barn or your silo, but make sure you don't run out of seeds.
Indeed, because it's very difficult to go back on running out of seeds. But predominantly, the roadside shop is used for making money. So let's have a look at how it works. I'm just going to click on the roadside shop now, and you'll see that we've got several little slots that you can place items for sale in. And you can see that in Addy's roadside shop, he's got some indigo for sale in the top left-hand corner, and also some pumpkins. So when you want to make a sale, you just click on one of these boxes, you choose whatever it is you want from either your silo, the top tab, or from your barn, the bottom tab, and you can put it on sale. The price is something that you choose. So, for example, here's some carrot pies. You can choose how many you put on for sale. It's
so let's sell 2 carrot pies.
So let's sell 2 carrot pies. So I'm going to take this down to 2, and I can choose the price for which I sell them. And it's defaulted at 46, but I can knock this all the way up to...
And you can tap or hold, and if you want to go up huge amounts, then it's easier to hold. And if you want to just go up one at a time, then it's easier to just tap.
Yeah, holding's not really working out for me. Oh, there we go.
Maybe there's no blood in your finger.
To 165, so it really is worth knocking that price up.
Yeah, and people will buy it. If you're at a low level, you won't really understand why people will buy it at such high prices, but they will, and it's all to do with boats and things like that. But you know, They will buy it at high prices or close to high prices. But there's another important button here just below the price, which says
advertise 3 hours, which means that you get a free advert in the paper, and the free adverts tend to come kind of once every 30 minutes. If you want an advert sooner than that, then you can spend a diamond to get it, but it can be worth waiting that 30 minutes to get.
And you need that advert for other players who aren't on your friend list to actually see what's in your store.
Exactly.
Without
so
that advert, no.
What will happen? Let's come out of the roadside shop and go to our newspaper here. And these are all of the products that other people have advertised. So your products will also appear in this newspaper. Someone can click on them and go into your roadside shop and see what is for sale.
Absolutely. Now, what kind of things are you wanting to put into your roadside shop? Now, the main answer is going to be expensive things that are going to maximize your money. So, for example, those carrot pies that we were going to put in there are a mediumly expensive product. If let's say I just want to sell one of them, just for an example, I could make 82 out of that. Note, I've turned off the newspaper because I don't want to advertise this one yet. So that carrot pies are going to make me a bit of money. But some items you can really make quite a bit of cash from. So if I then scroll down to, say, my raspberry muffin, I could make 140 out of that one. Again, I'm not putting the newspaper
How about
in.
your carrot cake?
And if I go to my carrot cake, again, we'll just do one of them and put that up to maximum. Then we can actually make a huge 165, and there's all sorts of varieties. But remember, of course, you don't have to sell one at a time. And in fact, I'd recommend you didn't. I'd recommend you sell in bulk, because again, people will buy them. I would recommend you don't ever put into your roadside shop, and if I can find it, brown sugar, which you can see there on the right hand side, because you will need that to make other items. It's a very important one, and the same goes for some raw ingredients. So for example, milk, wool, eggs, things like that. If you've got loads of excess, and I do mean loads of excess, then by all means sell them off, and it's a useful way of getting rid of the excess. But you will use those products to make the really expensive products. You can't make the hamburger, for example, unless you've got the bacon
and the bread,
and you've got the bread, for example. You know, so most of the time you will need those raw ingredients. So make sure that all of your little factories and things over here are busy with all the stuff you want to make before you start selling off your excess ingredients. But you can use that.
And the general rule of thumb is the more expensive the higher cost of the product to make, the more profit you're going to make on it in the shop. So sell your highest costing product for the most profit margin. Now, the other thing to think about is that people are going to be looking through this paper for what you have attached an advert to. Now, if you've attached an advert to, say, pumpkin pies, but you've got pumpkin pies and you've got indigo and you've got milk all in the shop, then once the product that you've advertised has gone, people might not be so interested in the other products in your shop. So, for example, if I want these 4 sweaters, these 4 sweaters are actually still available, but you can see various other things have sold. So one way that you can really maximise the money that you make in your shop is to sell several of the same item.
Different slots.
In different slots, so that you've attached an advert to one of them, but even when one of them has sold, people will still be coming into your shop to buy the advert you want. Otherwise, you can kind of find that you sell the product that you've advertised, but you've got 4 or 5 other things sitting there just because people didn't know they were there because there's no advert attached to it.
So, for example, I've already put on a carrot pie there, but to put this in practice, we could put on another carrot pie, and that means that, you know, when that first carrot pie goes, there will still be a carrot pie in the shop for those people that come in to look at that. And another way you can do this is, although another way you can kind of protect this is by thinking about which one you put the advert on and how much they actually sell for. So, for example, let me just show you again this with another product. If I do this, say, with let's go for, what have I got lots of?
Quite a lot of those pies.
I've still got quite a lot of pies. Okay, let's go for the carrot pies then. So I'm going to put on 2 carrot pies, and I'm going to put them on for less than the maximum. Let's put them on for 150. So I'm going to lose a few coins here, but not many. So I'm going to put them on sale without the advert. But then I'm going to go back in, get another couple of carrot pies, and remember, I could actually sell the whole lot at the same time. This is just a strategy of helping people go into your shop. And again, I'm going to sell this for now at 160, but this one I'm going to put the advert on. Now, why did I knock off 5? Well, the first reason I knocked off 5 is because if someone's got an option of seeing one person that's selling them for 160 and one person selling them for 165, it might only be 5 coins, but they're going to be more likely to click on mine.
You don't want to undercut too much on this game, but just a few coins here and there.
A few coins is enough to get someone to come into your shop rather than someone else's. And secondly, if I put this one on sale, I've now got two carrot pies for 160 and 2 carrot pies for 150. So hopefully when someone comes into the shop, they're going to grab the one
which is 150,
which doesn't have the advert on, which means that my advert is actually going to stay in the roadside shop for longer, because that will mean that more people will come to the shop, which means more of my items will eventually sell, which means more money.
Yay! And the other clever thing that you've done there, Addy, is that the one that the advert has been attached to is not only the most expensive by 10 coins, but it's also the last one in the shop, and people will tend to buy from the left to the right. Yep. So if your most expensive with the advert is attached last in the shop, then chances are that will go last.
Or buried somewhere in the kind of the bottom middle, you know, but don't make it like the top left thing. And so what some people do, and you can see the items disappearing here, what some people will do is you kind of scroll left, is that, you know, they'll bury the item with the advert, you know, way off to the right hand side, once they've kind of got extensions on it.
And don't be scared of this roadside shop. The first time I started playing this game, I was a bit wary of using it, but firstly, nobody will be able to get any of your kind of personal information or details if they come into your store. They'll just see the advert with your name on it. They'll just get all of the information in this paper, so the advert with your shop's name on it and whatever you're selling. You're not gonna. They
might see a photo of you. I mean, if you're incredibly conscious, change your Facebook photo or something like that. But you know, these images here, you know, you're not really seeing anything personal from people, so don't be scared of it.
No, exactly.
Should people be worried about putting items on and think, oh my goodness, you know, this won't sell, there's no point in me putting it on?
I wouldn't worry too much about it not selling, because firstly, things do tend to go pretty fast in this shop. I mean, let's see how yours have done. We've just put the advert on a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah,
and almost everything's sold already. So don't be too worried about that. If you do have something which sits around in your shop for a really, really long time and doesn't sell, for example a day, and doesn't sell, then Tom or Greg often pop along and will buy it for you.
The computer AI neighbours eventually will come and grab it. So don't worry too much about thinking, oh my god, this will never sell, because the computer will take pity on you, and they will go eventually. But do think carefully before you put things on for sale, because once these things are on, I can't take them off. So for example, if I click on my pumpkins there, for example, I can't take that off. It'll cost me £1 to bin the whole thing, but that will never give me those pumpkins back. So do just double check, think again before you actually put them on, because if I now want to make pumpkin pies and I don't have any pumpkins left, I can't do it. And it could be really gutting to find out that actually your next item arriving requires pumpkins, which in fact has happened to me. I have pumpkins in my store, but actually I want them back. However, there is one method to get them back. The only method to get them back is to enlist a friend. Hello, Clary. Because what I can ask Clary to do, who's one of my friends, as you can see here down here, this should have to be a friend you more or less can know in real life or can send a message to. I could ask Clary to come across to my store, buy them at the full price, put them in her store but without an advert on, which means other people won't find them. She can put them on for the same price I had, $2.59, and then basically we'll be back to square one. No one will have lost any money, because she gave the money to me and I gave the pumpkins to her, and then she gave the pumpkins to me and I gave the money to her, so we're back where we started, but I've got it out of the shop.
Exactly, you sell it to me and I sell it back to you, essentially.
Exactly. So that's the only way to get things back, is to have a buddy or potentially a second account, but let's not go down that kind of route, because that's a little bit confusing.
Indeed. Now, just one extra thing to say about where you attach these adverts, because the adverts are quite important. We already said attach the advert to the most expensive product and to the one which is furthest away or kind of embedded in the middle. The other thing that you can try is attaching that advert to your least popular product.
Hello, Indigo!
Hello, Indigo! And the reason that works is because if the least popular product sells last, then your advert is going to stay live for a much longer time. If you put it on your most popular product, it will go straight away, and then everything else in the store won't be advertised anymore.
I mean, these are just different strategies. I mean, sometimes you'll put everything in and the whole lot will go.
Exactly.
And other times like this, you'll have a few things left over. But because my advert has now gone, I'm no longer in this lovely newspaper over here, but potentially if I had put the advert on the Indigo, I might still have a live advert, so I might get people coming in. So just have a little play with those different strategies and see which you think that they work best for you.
Yes, another way that you can make money with the roadside shop is again using this newspaper. What you can do is, we've said that you can pretty much sell for full value in these, just knock a few coins off here and there. But if you have a look through the newspaper, you'll see that sometimes other people sell for things for a price which is a lot less than full value. So for example,
exploiting ever so slightly.
Basically exploiting beginners in the game. For example, here we have 10 eggs for sale for 180, so that's full price, but this person has 10 eggs for sale for 100.
So if we're able to grab them,
so if we grabbed them,
and then we were able to sell them for more. Now, of course, eggs are a more unpopular product.
Absolutely.
But the point is that we could potentially
sell them on for 180. We've made 80 gold coins, and if you do that a few times, it really does add extra coinage.
And sometimes you'll even find someone selling quite an expensive product quite cheaply.
Yeah.
And if you ever see that, just grab it. You know, even if you don't need that product, grab it. Just stick it straight into your roadside shop, and you've just made a bunch more coins. Now, did you notice that tomato just appear while we were sitting in that shop? Now, another little tip you can do with roadside shops is, say for example you click on the newspaper for a product you really want, or someone's store, for example. Let's click on this blue sweater one here. Now we might go in and look, it's gone, but whoever's shop this is may still be putting products into their roadside shop. So sometimes it's worth, even if it's gone, just waiting 10-15 seconds. You know, don't sit your whole life kind of looking at it going please, but sometimes something nice will pop up. And actually quite a few times I've just been sitting there looking at a shop and something's come on for a good deal, or even a rare item that I have been looking for, which is quite handy as well. Now, your roadside shop, as you can see, will begin with about 8 slots, and the more friends you get, the bigger your roadside shop will get. You can see here it says at the moment, if I get 5 more friends I'll unlock, but actually I had a few friends already, and that's actually extended the size of my store. You can do it through diamonds, but of course the far cheaper way is just to go onto various forums or just add your Facebook friends, and your roadside shop will get bigger, which means you can sell more things at the same time, which means more money!
More money! Which is the point, isn't it?
Which of course is the point as well. We do hope you found this little guide to the roadside shop useful. If you've got any suggestions for using the roadside shop that we didn't cover, then please let us know in the comments section. But if you have enjoyed the video,
then please give it a like,
and do subscribe to the channel for the latest in Heyday tutorials and loads more of other stuff as well. Take care, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye bye. Yeah, I feel